competitors here from the US and Brazil fighting here. Ram versus Goldlewis, a rerun of our winners finals where Redditto looked unstoppable, but Goldlewis just needs that one to get going, and that's kind of how things are. So, you know, I know when people lose sets, they tend to reflect basically immediately, and so Rang probably had that chance to sit down and be like, what am I doing? I just need to do this, 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 and this, and I think I'll be good to go. And we'll see if that same level of reflection is there for Redditto and he can match that pace.
Yeah, I think that's extremely accurate. Even when we saw Rang up against the Tuma, like the beginning of the game, it really felt like he got caught looking past it. Like he was still thinking about that Redditto set. So you know he's thirsting for this run back, and obviously he wants to implement some type of alternate strategies. He's gonna have ideas to take down Redditto, but Redditto, man, it just feels like so much of his game plan, so much of what he does is foolproof. We're gonna find out here as Rang once again taken to the stage to go up against the grand finalists on the winner's side in Redditto, and obviously Redditto has the home crowd advantage as well.
Yeah, and he is a force to be reckoned with no matter what. I think not able to travel as much because, you know, he's in college and money is spent on Chipotle as the crowd gets hyped for Redditto on the stage. So, you know, he's been spending all that money on Chipotle and textbooks and hasn't been able to travel around as much as everybody else, but I hope he gets an opportunity next year. If somebody doesn't send him anywhere, I'll send him somewhere.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He'll be the first Chipotle's angel. You know, I put out a tweet about sending some players around, and I was like, if no one picks him up, he'll be a Chipotle's angel. I'm sending him everywhere to get him qualified for next year's Arc World Tour.
That makes you Mr. Chipotle?
Yeah, that's happening. It's
my
over.
Man, Sage, Mr. Chipotle. Let's get it popping, though. Of course, well, these players are going to take some time, make sure everything is prim and proper before getting into this grand finals. That means we got the hand warmers, the button checks, and all that. Make sure it's in good space. Man, goodness gracious, man. It's been an incredible journey throughout all of the Arc World Tour finals presented by PlayStation Tournaments. As we said, both of our tournaments previously already in the books. We got the dap up as well, which means I think we're going to get into it here shortly. The Eagle is flying. We'll find out if it's going to land. SoCal, can I hear some noise for grand finals? Ooh, indeed. You know that noise is not only for Stride, but for their favorite son, Redditto, who's in grand finals. Let's get it popping.
And Patience at Roundstar finds a whip punish on that overhead behemoth and knocked down early. Redditto, this is where he's really thrived. He's not gotten opened up in mid-range. Oh, Minigun's a new idea in this matchup immediately, but not been opened up in mid-range and then really found good whip punishes, and his offense has looked excellent.
And look at this man, Rang. Yeah, you can tell he's really trying to figure it out here, which is causing some hesitation, and that's one of the best parts about Redditto's game. This feels like he knows every situation so well. There's no hesitation. There's no second guessing. There's just in-your-face action. One round already on the board with a perfect.
One whip punish at the round start, and immediately after that, it was all clean gameplay. Even got the burst on block, and oh man, look at this. Just immediate wall break scenario already. Redditto, all kinds of offense. The gameplay has been so clean and effective so far.
My man is leaving this setup spotless with how clean he's playing, but finally Rang getting a knockdown, and of course the same side. What's it gonna be this time? Again, that was disgusting.
Yeah, there's the burst. Wild Assault in, and I like the RC to keep the advantage here. Super on wake up, and we'll see if it's gonna be a side swap into the corner here. The wall break is incoming.
Oh my
Is it
God.
enough to kill? It might just be, in game one going to Redditto just like that.
Yeah, the Morta Bato, an extremely fast super. You can't safe jump that one the way you can safe jump some other slower startup supers. And man, that is huge for Redditto, already off to a game one advantage.
Yeah, and a lot of prize money here for first place to travel next year, so we'll have to see. Redditto can try to clean that up. Game one looking so good for him so far. Not being opened up in neutral very often by this character either, which is very difficult to do. I think he's so scary to deal with in so many different interactions. Blocks it, checks it, use the Wild Assault, jump H, sword toss now the threat here. You got to block out correctly. And Rang dealing with it so far so well, but the mix empty low.
An incredible block right there. And that was actually kind of big for Rang, getting the trade when his wrist gauge was red like that.
He thought he had the sword back. He was looking for the whip punish, didn't quite have it because it was like a split second too early. Second sword toss now, and he has meter for RC mix-ups, which makes him so scared. What in the confirm was that?
That was wild. Yeah, Rang with the rising jump D right there. He's starting to put a read on these Redditto offensive sequences.
Rekka. This time he gets the push to the corner. All he cares about is the corner so he can get the sword toss. That's the primary objective here. After both swords are gone, then he has to spend meter or something else to get the pressure. Gonna build the super for the wall here. And Super PRC on Wake Up. Fuzzy jumps out, blocks the overhead correctly, looking for the whip punish. Sword toss mix on this. It's overhead this time. Double overhead and the low afterwards.
And Redditto looks like he can't be stopped right now. Another round. See the 2S again trying to check if Rang is going to get frisky in the neutral. The 5K is the one that does it, though, as soon as he takes to the sky. The Let's Go Ditto chants also ringing out throughout Shrine Auditorium.
No flip from Ditto right there, too. Played it patience on that. Air blocks this. It's tough to see the mix here. He blocks it correctly, looks for the backdash timing on the Behemoth. And there's a beautiful 6P, but out of range, and another one.
Yeah, exactly. Rang using the pause from the RC and the rising jump D. It's something he's looking for more and more of in this grand finals.
Oh my God, 6P gets blown up, and that's the kill. This is how it starts. Goldlewis just needs a bit of momentum and a coffin, and all of a sudden you're in trouble. 6P anti-air correct on it. The sword toss, it hits.
Oh no!
No shot.
Trying to take his turn a little bit too early right there. Got clipped by the explosion.
And sword toss to deal with the drone. Yep, he's had that response a few times so far. Rekka, overhead mix this time. Charge does for the confirm. It's going to be an easy peasy wall break, which gives you both swords back.
Oh yeah. Ideal scenario for Redditto now. Staying away, doesn't quite get the whip punish on that, but nonetheless, these instant blocks aren't going to help you. Oh, he gets the cross up into the dust of the explosion. Still combos in the corner, but Rang has a chance here.
Love to see what the guess is going to be. Overhead Behemoth. Overhead again. Gets the wall break on this. Super available as well.
We break the glass in two ways, baby, on the spectacles and the wall. Advantage Rang here. Redditto, what are we going to do with it? Tries the backdash, gets clipped, and gets defeated. Rang, now some momentum, some confidence, able to be built back on his side as he ties up this grand finals.
And he didn't pull the trigger on the Wake Up Super. That was a big thing to put in his mind, right? Because if he had done it on any of those knockdowns, it could have killed Goldlewis. He could have just done it, and it would have been like, oh, wow, what a challenge with the 6B after. So now Redditto's got to think about it. Wow. And, you know, Rang's got that in his back pocket as well.
Yeah, I think Ditto was looking for the whip punish on that wall assault, but the last bit of the active frames ended up clipping him. Oh, the PRC wants the burst to keep him in the corner.
I thought that close blast was going to be a burst bait for sure, but not quite on time.
Oh, the 2P check on the string, but the clash cancel. You're kidding me, Redditto.
And the counter hit Daro just explodes him for the launcher here. Super knockdown, mix time. Strings him up with the sword toss. Trying to bait something out. Nice block on that too. Oh, into the corner. An immediate super confirm again for the hard knockdown.
Loving the recognition right there. Knowing the exact distance Morzabato goes. Has got a lot of horizontal spacing to clash. He tried to let it rock. And beautiful 6P to stuff it. Just a dash up.
Went for the super. He wanted to RC cancel it, but the drone in the way.
Wow, put it in a stop to that attempt at the Morzabato.
Wow, this all round star catching the backdash. Ditto on no burst just yet and stuck in the corner with no meter. Jumps out, but back, thrown back to the corner. And it's time to guess here. Drones out, deflect shield. No go on that. That's the jump D over the far slash.
So many jump Ds here. Redditto's done a great job shutting out the ground approach and a backdash on the Behemoth.
Beautiful stuff, the rock there, and that strings you up a little bit. Rock again to pull you in. Jump H just out of range.
Rang feeling a lot better about this. Oh, the air
dead zone.
Oh, indeed. A little bit too far for the choice on the Behemoth. I should say too close, honestly.
Yeah, 684 Behemoth has that dead zone right in front, so you have to be very careful about that. PRC mix and the overhead this time. Burst on the table. Doesn't commit to it. One more hit for the kill.
Still surviving on a pixel here, but the rock will do what it needs to be done. The final boss, after all, went up here.
Jump H, air dash. Wow, what a mix-up. No wall break, but now you're in such a bad spot. If Rang gets hit here, we'll see the burst pretty quickly, I think. And yeah, just burst on block. Doesn't want to deal with the sword toss pressure. Throws the sword to try to get rid of the drone, but actually down both swords here.
Yeah, most definitely cornered up. What a 5K placement, though. Oh, Redditto, we got a little bit too happy with it. Ate a counter hit and didn't want to see the rest of that damage. Calls out the machine gun.
Yeah, something Rang hasn't been doing as much, and the awareness is outrageous there.
Legitimately, you saw the way he just kind of buffered and then went with the instant air dash. That's exactly what he was looking for.
I like the adjustments we're seeing from Rang here, though. The mix, the overhead has landed every time. Super build for the kill. Not enough.
Just barely hanging on here. Rang's got 50 tension. He's got full security gauge. Something big can happen, but he's going to have to sacrifice so much meter to FD. And Redditto is one match away from being the Arc World Tour Guilty Gear Strive champion.
And so many of these interactions, Rang is doing a really good job adjusting, I think, and calling out more stuff, you know, fishing with that jump D a little bit more, being passive, not getting whip punished as much, but just so much control from Redditto.
Exactly, and Redditto, he's been a little bit more passive himself, being careful about the way he chooses buttons on the ground to not get himself opened up by that jump D as much. Look at that, even take it to the air himself.
Oh, Rock there steals a turn, which is so important when only one sword's available. This is a wall break immediately. Hard knockdown. Rang does have super PRC, but still a rough spot to be. Redditto smothering, close slash there, Rock, and there's the super on the rip, and you saw Button the close slash there.
Yeah, big break.
Drone's available as well, Wild Assault available.
Yeah, Redditto immediately gonna YRC, so he gets the block afterwards, but he just goes into the sword toss. He clips him, he kills him. Redditto, 1 round away. SoCal is coming alive.
And the 5H counter hit starter, Wild Assault, should be the wall break here. Immediately does it. That positive bonus is big here. He's gonna have 50 tension very quickly for an RC mix-up as well.
And people are thirsty for it. The crowd's thirsty for it. They can feel it. Ring though, oh again! The coffin gets opened up by the Mortabato. We're going all the way to the wall.
This is gonna be the wall splat. Chooses not to break, takes the meaty rock instead. 5K, closing all the doors. The overhead hits, and Redditto, your Arc World Tour 2024 Guilty Gear Strive champion.
Bringing it home in Southern California. You can see the Shrine Auditorium losing their minds as Redditto, clinical, packing it up like it's any other match. Brother, you're the world champion.
Just wrapping the controller up, and I know that all he's thinking is, I get to go play some set 14 now. This guy is excited for it. Easy peasy. He just hit the nod and said, just another day for Redditto. LCQ qualifier coming in, 3-0ing the group, and then winning with no sets dropped. And he's like, oh, I gotta go back on the stage.
They're like, bro, you can't just leave yet.
He's like, oh, I'm the champ, my bad. My fault. I didn't realize I was the champ. That's my bad.
And my man Redditto didn't even give Tempest Rob a nice shot of the celebration, brother. Come on. Beautiful stuff. He's just like, look, mission accomplished, job is done. This is what I came here to do. Beautiful stuff.